ritually recognized union or legal contract between spouses that establishes rights and obligations between them, their children, and their in-laws. In other words, marriage is a relationship that joins a man and a woman together via contract. When we look at marriage according to today's societies of the world, we find a completely different picture. Marriage is supposed to tie a man and a woman together and strengthen their relationship. Today the world is seeing a new era where marriage is no longer considered necessary or even significant for a relationship. Islam, on the other hand, has laid down rules and regulations that makes marriage a strong and committed relationship and has considered marriage an important and essential part of a Muslim's life. However, there are a few things one must plan out before deciding to get married, as marriage is not only a legal way of fulfilling one's sexual desires, but an obligation to fulfill all moral, social, sexual, and emotional rights of one's partner. People nowadays search for the perfect soulmate, a person identical to their likes and dislikes, a person who shares the same sort of interests and hobbies, and in this search, people generally spend more than half their lives searching and trying out different personalities because they think the person with whom they will share their whole life with must be perfect. However, as human beings, we are inclined to or subject to making mistakes. But the truth is, every person has their merits and demerits. Keeping this in mind, many people might say that to know the pros and cons of someone, it is vital to keep a relationship and see if things work out between the two. Islam has allowed men and women to be in a romantic relationship only through nikah, or marriage. Nikah is an important act in Islam which is strongly encouraged for all men and women to follow this act as soon as one has the means to provide to their spouse and give them their due rights. Nikah is all about having an open relationship and not a discreet one. And that is why in order for a nikah to take place, there must be a minimum of 2 sane male witnesses or 1 sane male witness and 2 sane female witnesses to the marriage. The groom will propose to the bride and the guardian of the bride will say to the groom, "I give you in marriage my daughter, so and so," naming the bride's name. "Do you accept?" The groom will confirm to the proposal and say, "Yes, I accept," or "I accept it," and become husband and wife. Nikah is a vital part of a person's life. It teaches men and women to become mentally more mature by holding responsibilities of one another. It is also another way to become a more manageable person because you have responsibilities to take care of. Nikah is also another way to deal with one's selfishness as one gets married because they think about each other rather than about themselves alone. There are countless benefits of nikah. To avail and maximize these benefits, Muslims are encouraged to sincerely take this blessed step towards completion of one's faith, as the Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, has said, "When a man gets married, he has fulfilled half of his deen. So let him fear Allah, remaining the second half." May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless all our brothers and sisters with practicing, loving, caring, sharing and respecting partners who are not only partners in this life, but are also the one who walk along side by side on the aisle on the day of reckoning. Ameen. Jazakumullah khair. Wassalamu ala al-muslimin ila yawmiddin.